Football League on EA Sports. And we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Denver Broncos and the Cincinnati Bengals. And it's coming up next on Madden Football.
Now from the banks of the Ohio River, we welcome you to Paycor Stadium in downtown Cincinnati, Ohio. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico with Greg Olson, partner. A couple of teams that feel like they have all the pieces. Just came up short last year. They were so excited to get 2024 going and try to make another run to get into the postseason.
Yeah, and both these teams absolutely fall into that category. And just last year, going into the season, Mike, not only did they have playoff expectations, but in a lot of ways, they had Super Bowl aspirations. They believe that if the things fall their way, they catch a break, they continue to stay healthy, the roster they have put together is a playoff roster, if not a Super Bowl roster.
Here's Evan McPherson. And off we go here in Cincinnati. On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here comes the Denver offense, set to take over for the first time. They'll be led by the man from Oregon who started his career at Auburn, quarterback Bo Nix.
Well, it didn't take long for Bo Nix to establish himself as a bona fide starter in this league, winning the position with the Broncos as a rookie. He has all the intangibles, but really what sticks out the most, Mike, is the amount of starts he made in college. It's kind of similar to Brock Purdy. Very experienced at the college level. Let's see how that carries over here to the NFL level.
A first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They'll go play action with Nix. He's going to run it.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the first down.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. That's going to be caught. It's Marvin Mims. Nice gain on first down, but the penalty flags come in. And the question now, will the play stand? Play action now. It's Nix. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Well, Mike, the other day we heard how the offensive coordinator wanted to start fast offensively, but here so far, it's been the pass rush and the defense who's gotten out to the quick start.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. On the give, it's Williams. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Big Sheldon Rankins in there for the stop. What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. He'll take a shot with Mims.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
On 4th down, the Broncos send out Riley Dixon to punt. A fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line. The Cincinnati offense set to take over for the first time. And they're led by the #1 overall pick in 2021, national champion at LSU, it's Joe Burrow.
We're looking at one of the most gifted quarterbacks in the league. And really, Mike, it's not just post-snap with the arm talent and the ability to make every throw, but it's even what he's able to do before the ball is snapped. He's one of the smartest quarterbacks in the league. Remember, coming off an injury-shortened season just a year ago, he's looking to prove he's still an elite quarterback in the NFL.
Burrow gonna open by putting it up. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
Second down, Burrow. To the middle of the field, that's taken in by Chase. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. That's into the hands of Gesicki. He's got it. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Working out of the gun, Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a 1st down.
Right back to Chase. He's got it again. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
This one caught at the 4. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job.
And he will take this one across into the end zone. Chase Brown, touchdown Bengals. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score, and Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Evan McPherson now to kick the extra point. The kick is good. And the Bengals will take a 7-0 lead. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Here's Traymon Smith on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So after one, it's the Bengals on top. Greg and I back here in Cincinnati after this. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. From the shotgun, here's Nix. He runs with it. They get 24 on that one. 1st down, Broncos.
There was a lot of questions surrounding this quarterback about whether his style of play from college would transfer to the NFL game. Well, his ability to create with his legs certainly has here today. We see it with his ability to escape pressure out of the pocket, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
On 1st down, it is Williams. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
He's got his receiver. It's Cortland Sutton. And he's going to be taken down at about the 30.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice 1st down pickup.
He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
Once you see that guy coming across the formation pre-snap, Mike, you have to be thinking jet sweep instantly. It's just such a dangerous play that always has the potential for this type of yardage, especially when he wins that race to the edge.
Nix, now to throw it here on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Here's a designed run. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
Down in the red zone, design quarterback runs are a handful for defenses to account for. But in this case, give them credit. Not a lot of room to maneuver here for the quarterback, and they keep it to a short gain.
Two minutes remain. 1st half in a 7-0 game. We'll come back to Cincinnati in a moment. Here's 3rd and 2. Nix from the gun on 3rd down. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Marvin Mims. Touchdown, Denver.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
The kick by Lutz is good. And the Broncos will level things out at 7 apiece. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7, and he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Bengals offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Back to throw, Burrow. Taken in by Gesicki. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. How about 25 yards to start the drive? 1st down.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. That's complete to all the tight end. And good yardage there after the catch to wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down. Second down and 3. Burrow. That one finds Chase. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9. Throwing is Burrow. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack. And now we'll get a stoppage, and that is Joe Burrow, who's in some real discomfort down there. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff going to get a chance to look him over during the break. Now Browning. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
Gesicki, the man in motion. Throwing now on 3rd and long. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
The Bengals out and ready to punt. The Broncos have Marvin Mims out for the return. And that one not placed as well as he had hoped. It's all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this 1st half. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd quarter and get started with 1st and 10. Now Nick's going to look to throw. He's got it to tight end, Adam Troutman. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. One final throw before the break. This one to the tight end, Troutman. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Okay, Michael, thanks very much. And with that, we welcome you all into our EA Sports studios. This is the Halftime Report. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. A touchdown apiece, 7-7 the score as we begin half number 2. This one taken at the 7. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The Bengals offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. A low-scoring game, all tied, third quarter, and a touchdown here could go a long way. See if they can get it on this drive. First and 10. Now, Burrow. That's to his big tight end, Gesicki. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Burrow here on second down. A quick slant taken by Chase. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
First and 10. Burrow. You'll find Brown out of the backfield. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down. They'll run here with Brown. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be second down. Play action now. It's Burrow. And he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a sack and a loss of a couple.
Feels like they needed that sack this entire drive. It feels like the defense was really on their heels. The offense was taking it to them really however they wanted to. So to be able to take a deep breath now, disrupt the rhythm of the drive by getting that sack, that might go a long way now to allow them to get off the field.
Here's a third down and 4. To throw is Burrow. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Surtain.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
The Broncos offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. And the drive begins with a run by Williams. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us. And right now, this defense has no answers.
On 2nd down, it's Nix. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a first down.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
A give left side. Here's Williams. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
Second down. Nix. He'll get that to Javonte Williams.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
Third down, 3 to go. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. His second grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down.
Third down is when we see so many tight ends around the league really make their money. They operate in the middle of the field. They're a big, easy target for the quarterback, and even if they are covered, Mike, they're not really ever covered.
A couple of first downs, and the football's out to the 48-yard line as they come up 1st and 10. He'll find his tight end. That's Troutman. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Off the play fake, here's Nix. They leave Sutton all alone. It's complete. The first-round pick looking right at home in this offense. It's a first down.
And these are the throws that when they evaluate young quarterbacks coming out of college, they want to see you be able to make. Everyone worries about how far you can throw the ball. And while that's certainly important, to be able to make the throws from sideline to sideline, especially in those intermediate zones, drive the ball through space. Because in this league, an open window is going to close in a hurry.
That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
Quick hitting slant there. And he's into the end zone. Devon Vele. Touchdown, Broncos. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the fourth quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now the pressure shifts to your defense. Your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
Lutz for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Broncos will move out to a 14-7 lead. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. They'll get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. Heading out now, the Cincinnati offense. They're going to get set to take over once more. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. On the ground, it's Brown. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. He'll be brought down, but they get this all the way up near midfield.
This is what they call an angle route, and what's so hard for these linebackers is it looks like the running back is just trying to beat you to the flat. And then once you overcommit, he puts his foot down and crosses your face, and he's wide open in the middle of the field.
Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. This one caught by Chase. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Working out of the gun, Burrow. Right back to Chase. He's got it again. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
Taken in by Gesicki. That's 13 more on that play, and quickly another first down.
Mike, you've heard me say it 1,000 times. The easiest down to throw the ball in the NFL is first down. I hate when teams wait till later in the possession to throw the ball. So early first down completion, you're on the plus side of the field. Now you're thinking strike, touchdown, field goal. But either way, I'm coming away with points.
And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them down to the 1.
This has been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
That's going to be incomplete. They cannot hook up there. And that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Second down, goal to go. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. Chase Brown, touchdown Cincinnati. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon.
All right, so Mike, now the interesting thing is, do you want to take the lead with still enough time for your opponent to get the ball back to go to try to win it? I think I'm kicking the extra point here, tie the game. I don't want my opponent in a fast 2-minute mode to try to win this game in regulation. Now I'm playing for overtime.
The extra point is good. A big one as we are tied late in this football game. Tie game. Still time to break that tie, though, as you see. Maybe run a 2-minute offense. And the kick's in the air. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. This one, everything we could have hoped for to this point. All even at 14. They'll start this drive with first down. They'll drop to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35.
I think it's clear, Mike. I think they have their sights set on winning this game in regulation. I don't think overtime is even in the picture. They are trying to be aggressive, continue to move this ball down. Can they find a way to pull this game off here late in the fourth quarter?
Got it into the hands of Mims. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, here's Nix. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. This crowd trying to be a factor, getting very loud now. It's 3rd and 5. Nix from the gun on 3rd down. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete. Cortland Sutton, the intended receiver, and that's going to lead to a 4th down.
That's a tough incompletion right there. Feels like that down was their only chance to extend this possession enough to end this game in regulation. I think the smart move here now is you have to punt this ball away. You cannot risk a 4th down failure and give your opponent a short field to get a chance to win it themselves.
Oh, looked like he may have hit a seam for a moment, but he's taken down after a solid return. Out comes Joe Burrow and the Bengals offense to take over once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. Here is 1st and 10. Back to throw, Burrow. That's into the hands of Josivas. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts, and they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in this one. Now 2nd and inches. Here's Burrow. That's complete. It's Yosivas. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. Final minute, 1 timeout remaining, and it's 1st and 10. Now, Burrow. A throw on the run is complete, and that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. They'll come up now for 2nd down. Throwing is Burrow. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
A lot riding on this play. Tie game. Final minute, 3rd down. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
On 1st and 10, Burrow. That's deep for the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. They took one last chance here in regulation. It does not pan out, and we are headed to overtime. Four quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. Now return coming from the 7. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Bengals offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Burrow to throw. Quick throw here is complete.
Well, there's not a lot to this route. Man coverage and you got a drag route. Give him a little something off the line and go. Win with speed. Good accurate ball on the front shoulder pad. Allows him to pick up the rest after the catch and leads to a big gain.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. A carry here for Brown. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
2nd and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a first down.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They go play action for Burrow. That one is caught. It's Hudson. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
This is a great example of why teams want to stay out of what they call passing downs, where a defense doesn't have to honor the run. In this case, they do, And man, the play action pass just works off of that and can really lead to some chunk plays.
Play action now. It's Burrow. That one a bit high, but it's complete. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
I can't tell you, Mike, how many of these offensive skill players around the league, they look at man coverage as like a personal offense. After that last completion on the way back to the huddle, I think he had a few choice words for him. I think he said, hey, man, you can't guard me one-on-one. You better ask your coach for some help, because if he doesn't, you're going to be in for a long day.
He was trying to get it to Jamar Chase, and it'll lead to a second down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. To throw is Burrow. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. He is in. Andre Yosivas. Touchdown, Bengals.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Don't forget about the extra point here. This, an important one. The kick is good. So an ideal start to this overtime. And now it's up to the defense to preserve a 7-point lead. So, thanks to that recent rule change, still the chance to extend this game and match that opening overtime score as they receive the kickoff here. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Now a first throw here in overtime. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand. So it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now after that 2nd down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in 3rd and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3-and-out, they better hold up here in pass protection.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. Taking off, he'll try to get there. taking advantage of the room to run, a gain of 19 on the scramble.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on third down. Starts out as a pass, nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner, picks up the first down.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Here's Nix to throw. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
In trouble, and down he goes.
You can tell the quarterback has built a lot of confidence in his ability to make plays today with his feet. The defense has had a hard time keeping him in check, and this time, much better job in pursuit. Even though he was able to get outside the pocket, they were able to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Back to throw is Nix. He'll find his target, Lil Jordan Humphrey. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down. Now Nick's going to look to throw. He'll drop this down to Williams. And he's going to get awfully close to the 1st down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the 1st down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
They only need a yard, and it's 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Williams. He's going to have a Broncos 1st down as they find a way to keep the chains moving on 4th down.
Little test of wills up front, huh, Mike? I mean, who wanted this one more? Who would get off the line quicker? Who would drive the other side backwards? Pretty impressive that not only are they the ones that won the battle, the defense knew what was coming and still couldn't stop it.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Throwing, Nix. And that ball incomplete.
We've already seen these two guys connect for a touchdown in this game, and had they been on the same page there, I think they would have been able to add to that total. Unfortunately for them, just a little bit off, and it falls incomplete.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. To throw is Nix. Got a man over the middle. There's Sutton. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown.
And they have done it! Matching touchdowns here in OT. And now they'll have a chance to win with a 2-point conversion.
All week, we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time, and what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket, let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball, and that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
And an exhale there. Extra point is good. Now, next score wins as we play on here in overtime. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. This returnable from the 4. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Bengals offense ready to take over once again. This one tight throughout, all level at 21 as they'll search for a go-ahead score. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Gesicki, the man in motion. On 1st down, Burrow gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And that's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Brown. Lots of space past the 45. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He'll find Brown out of the backfield. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
Now Burrow on the bootleg. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw the pass.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right 3rd. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front. And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
So this one in the win column for the Bengals. This was a close-fought game. They were able to get themselves into field goal range here at OT. And the final kick sailed through the uprights to finally close out this victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.